Hey everybody, welcome back to another episode of Nasty Addiction Garage. I've been a little MIA, and you know what? I'll explain that later. Later at the end of the episode. But in today's episode, we got a lot of things to do. So as you guys see, my garage is a little bit of a mess, but this is gonna be all talked about and why, you know, this is all happening. You know, everything's all here. But we'll talk about that at the end of the episode. So today's episode is going to be all about soundproofing your MR2 and installing a brand new carpet. So we have this carpet. This carpet comes all the way from the UK. The place is called Coverdale. They've been doing these carpets for a really long time, and I don't know if the MR2 community knows that they make full custom carpets. I mean, check this out, guys. I mean, the full carpet, like, even little extras for your CD box. Like, it's ridiculous. So, I mean, we'll talk about this in just a few minutes, but I really want to go over the soundproofing stuff. So let's just jump into the episode, guys, and we'll just start talking about exactly what I'm going to be doing. Let's go. All right, folks, starting off, what I did pick up from Amazon was this Kilmat. This is Kilmat Extra. It's 100 mil thick. So it's 25 square feet of this insulated aluminum, like, I think it's called butyl rubber. So they're all separate little sheets, so that's going to be kind of cool. Should be easy to maneuver. But we also got the roller kit. I got some wire harness tape because there is some spots on the I guess where the shifter is, where the shifter sits, where we do have some wires there. I'm going to dress them up with some of this. I got acetone to clean all the spots before applying any of this stuff. I got some rags just for that. I also got a precision knife just to be precise. My OCDs will kick me later if I don't do this right. So this needs to be done correctly. And as we know, I did clean the interior of the MR2 already. I did remove that foam that I did have. That foam did not do well, by the way, in the heat. That's why I removed it, but I did the best that I can in removing everything. So what I'm going to do is just take a real quick once over with some acetone just to make sure I can get as much grease and dirt off as much as I can. And these are the wires that I'm talking about, the ones that run from the front to the back. I think that's your power wire. I do want to dress that up, and there's another power wire or other wires that come from here that I want to dress up with that same wire tape. So guys, let's just jump into it and let's go. Alright folks, so I did open these up, and as you guys can see, these things are actually pretty thick. It's kind of cool, and it's got this very sticky rubber feel. So I'm actually really excited to put these on, and these are a little bit more pliable than what I thought they were going to be. So that's going to even be better because we're going to set this up really nice. I'm going to go ahead and start cleaning the back wall, the back firewall here with some acetone and a microfiber cloth, and get these wires off of this wall. So then at this point, then I just have a plain surface, and I can go forth adding these strips, which I think it's going to make it so much easier and save so much time. So I can't wait to do it. Let's jump into it, guys, and let's go. Alright folks, what you guys just seen me do was literally wipe all the back firewall down with acetone. I know I did not remove the CD box bracket. I will do that right now and give it one real quick wipe down. But that's all the area that I want to start with first. And I think what better idea to then just remove the carpet and trace the back of the carpet with this. Just so then we can go ahead and get it nice and tight. If we need a cut, we can cut. We could do all that out here, so we're not cramped up, and we could just kind of put everything together almost like a puzzle piece or something. So we're gonna try that out. We're gonna see how that works. I got 2 boxes of that, so let's see how it goes. But let's jump into it, guys. I'm gonna put you guys on a real quick time lapse so we can get this done. Let's go. All right, everybody, this is the first time I've ever opened these Coverdale carpets. Like first impression, they're hardy. They're definitely hardy. It's been years that they've been sitting inside that plastic and they're still very pliable, which I think is really good. They didn't crunch up, and like this is like really still rubbery, which is great. I love that they came with extra paddings. Like this is for your like subwoofer boxes that are down at the bottom. That little chest there. These I'm not too sure what they're for, but I'm glad they came with extra pieces. This here is the driver's side right here. This is obviously the back firewall. One thing that I don't like is that it's not going all the way up to the top, right? It's not going all the way up to the top. It just kind of covers straight ahead, right? So there's no holes here for the original, like you got to kind of hook it up on top. So now it's going to have to sit with that bracket in the middle to keep it up. So that's going to be the only sucky part about this, which I guess I could live with. But, it's just kind of for me. But I'm okay with it for right now. I'm not too worried about it. But moving on to the passenger side, looks pretty clean. Same kind of deal. Nicely made, thick. Got the insulation. Even though that has insulation, we're still gonna go ahead and apply this to the floor. But guys, let's just jump into this project. There's gonna be a little bit. I'm gonna put you guys back in the time lapse, maybe up here somewhere, just so you guys can see what I'm doing. Maybe from this angle. I don't know. I'm gonna try to figure something out. But Alright guys, what you guys see me do right now is letting these killer mats kind of bake outside a little bit, get this adhesive working really nice. This is just a little trick that I learned from some sound guys. They used to use this a lot. I used to know a lot of them that used to like this Kilmat, and they said it worked really well. That's the reason why I'm using it now. But they said a good trick to make sure that the adhesive in the back works well is letting it bake in the sun for a good 10 to 15 minutes. So it's been maybe about 5 minutes that I've put it out here. So I'm going to let it sit out here a little longer. While I'm doing that, I'm going to go ahead and make sure that this is all nicely vacuumed, because I am going to put this on, and it's going to be, right after we install the insulation or the sound deadening. So I'm really excited. I really want to make sure this looks good. So what you guys seen me do is go ahead and trace the actual firewall carpet on these Kilmats, so you can kind of see at this weird angle how everything is kind of cut out and like shaped for this carpet. Like you see here, we have the U, and then we have that part right there. So I'm hoping this works. If not, I got two of them. I know this seemed to be like a little bit of a waste now that I think about it, but it should be fine. I'm gonna use every little bit that I can. So this should work out fairly well. So we're gonna start applying sheet by sheet. So I think I'm gonna put you guys maybe at an angle from here. That might work. We'll see how it goes. But we'll go from there, guys. Let's go. Alright guys, I kind of want to show you exactly how this piece came out. I don't think I'm gonna cut any of these pieces actually. So this is kind of how it came out. There are little slices in the aluminum, whatever. Once I roll it over, it should look fine. But I like actually the way this looks, just doing it just like this, just because it did cut it. I'm gonna have to add a strip there. So it did cut through a little bit in some areas, but I really like that this kind of like works very well like on here. It sticks really good. So I think what I'm gonna do is keep them all together. So I'm gonna go ahead and keep going with this, and we're gonna go ahead and move forward with it. I'm just gonna keep adding as I go. So guys, bear with me. This is gonna be a little bit of a time lapse, but I'll try to give you guys different angles on this Kilmat install. So let's go. right, folks, check how this thing is coming out. I think it's coming out pretty damn good, if I do say so myself. You see, trying to keep it all even. I made a little hole there for that. Made a little slit here for the breakage here. What I'm going to do is probably just make one piece here to overlap that, and then cut out the holes for that. But we're working it down. What I'm going to do is I'm going to try to take it down here. So I'm going to probably have to remove this stuff, and try to clean this up a little bit more because it looks a little dirty. But we're going to go ahead and make sure we do these cutouts, and make sure everything fits relatively nice. and well, but we're gonna go ahead and keep moving across the firewall. I want to make sure I get this as evenly as possible, so we're gonna go ahead and try to continue doing that. And I think for up here, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna make one rectangular piece here to overlap, and then one long piece here, and then another rectangular piece over there to overlap, and so forth. But guys, let's jump onto this. Let's continue doing this. And I like the sound of this. Check this out. It has a difference. I don't know if you could tell on camera, but it's definitely a big difference. So I'm actually happy. I haven't even rolled any of these yet, so that would be to come. But I want to go ahead and continue moving across. So let's go. Alright folks, thanks to movie magic, as you guys can see, I got the majority of the firewall all covered, and you could almost hear the difference me sitting inside the cabin alone just with this Kilmat on, just because it literally does deaden the sound. I mean, significantly enough that you can hear it when I'm talking. I don't know if the camera picks it up, but it's definitely something crazy. You can hear. Hold on, I'm standing on it. Now, I'm not done yet. So, you know, I still have to do this, but I think I'm pulling up on 14 minutes, guys, already on this video. What I'm going to do, I still have to edit it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to end the video with me rolling it. And I'm also going to talk to you guys why I have all this stuff here inside the garage. I have not forgotten to let you guys know what's going on with everybody's build. And so forth, guys. So what we're gonna do, we're gonna go ahead and roll this. We're gonna have to do a part 2 of the interior installation and carpet install. We did talk about that carpet as well. But guys, we're gonna go ahead and jump onto this Kilmat. We're gonna go ahead and roll it. I got multiple rollers. I bought these off Amazon as well. These all got little ridges. This one is nice and flat. I think I'm going to use probably one of these two. Not too sure yet. I'm probably going to end up having to use all of them because there's areas where we really need to get into. So we'll go from there, guys. There's one more part that I have to do on the firewall, and then we're going to call it a day because I have to do that one line up top. All right, then at that point, what I'm going to do, I'm going to go ahead and start rolling after that. And hopefully it comes out super nice and flat. All these little like bubbles or little pockets that you guys see right here need to be smooth for it to be properly installed according to the instructions. So guys, let's just jump into it and let's go. right, guys, as you guys see, I'm sweating like a dog out here. We did use Kilmat. The Kilmat is actually really good. I'm not gonna lie. The adhesion is perfect. The ease of flexibility, I mean, it is by far, I think, the best probably sound deadening you can get for your dollar. And damn, it does make a difference. I sat inside the cabin and literally it sounds like there's no echo, there's no vibration, there's nothing. And that Kilmat worked great for cutting down just the sound as far as knocking goes. I could only imagine what it does for an engine sound. And this is just the first layer of sound deadening we're doing. We're gonna do one more layer after that, but that's to come. So as far as Jose's build goes, I'm still waiting on the car. The car is not back yet from paint. The painter wanted to take his time, so that kind of, you know, set things aside a little bit. I don't know how far he is. I haven't spoke with Jose just yet. I'm waiting for him to just let me know when everything is ready to go. So that's as far as that goes. These are all George's. What I wanted to do was power wash all this stuff for him. I'm gonna clean it up really nice and make sure that these are all cleaned up and well, so then I can put them back on. I still got a couple things up here of his, more than a couple, just some interior pieces. I got his exhaust, his ashtray. I finished his gauge cluster, so he has a Amari center boost gauge. I changed out the lights for him as well, just so then everything can match nice and white. We're going to talk a little bit more about George's car soon. I was chatting with Doug, and you know, he's helping me really hard to try to diagnose this issue. I'm hoping it's not a wire issue, but you know, we're working at it. There's a couple of different things that I have to do, which tells me that I have to go to the shop tomorrow and work on some more of George's car, just so then we could try to get this thing turned over. Now transferring over to the 94. I know you guys seen this for sale. It is for sale. It is also on eBay. So I mean, $6,800 is on eBay, but whoever wants it, I hope it can go for $7,000. I'll take $7,000 and they can go with the 94. So moving forward at Nasty Addiction Garage, there has been a really good opportunity for me to expand my garage, and that is buying another property. So you guys might see some inconsistencies going on. That's kind of what I've been taking care of behind the scenes the last 2 weeks or so. That's why the videos have not been coming out. But things are moving, and they're moving at a snail's pace kind of, so we're trying to get things on the ball. But I'm really excited to show you guys what's new for Nasty Addiction Garage. And to all my clients, you guys have already been emailed or have been told that I am moving, and you know, all your stuff is going to be packaged nicely, and don't worry about anything getting lost. Nothing will get lost in my care. Your car and your parts or your parts will be fine. So guys, until next time, stay tuned, because it's going to be crazy. Stay tuned. Make sure you support the channel. Make sure you like nastyaddictiongarage.com or nastyaddictiongaragellc.com. Make sure you check out YouTube, Facebook, and Instagram. And again, peace, guys. Until next time, take care of yourselves and each other.